for founders and CEOs of emerging spirit brands. So hopefully you already have a product. We want you to have a product before you jump on. So if you're going to jump on this conference call, this webinar, please, your emerging spirit brands that already has a product ready to launch, who's struggling to scale distribution, scaling nationwide, and raising capital. So if that's you, please stay on. If it's not you, I don't want to waste 30 to 45 minutes of your time. If you're just thinking about, if you have an idea that you want to merge, you want to come up with an emergent brand, we have another webinar, and that's at 4 o'clock. So you can come on there. Barbette, thank you for doing that. A shout out. Thank you for putting your product out there. Jerry, thank you. And so this is who this webinar is for. So please, I'm looking, other people are not turning on their camera. So, oh, there we go. We got another one here. Vaughn. All right, Vaughn. Thank you. Thank you. Looks awesome. Love the hat. Mark, are you going to, yeah, Mark showing his product. Beautiful. All right. The rest of you, don't be shy. Don't worry. All right. We're going to start. So a little bit about ourselves. My name is Sandro Pianconi. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Fast Moving Consumer Goods. That's my partner, Jorge. We've launched over 1,000 items in the fast moving consumer goods space, both in the United States and internationally. We were the Miller Beer distributor in Baja California. We've written several books on beverages. Jorge started 30 years ago with Build Your Beverage Empire. We also have Wholesale MBA. That's our latest book. Talks about how to go out and open accounts, open stores. If you actually read the book, you will have an MBA in wholesale distribution and probably won't need us. Oh, there you go, Mark. Beautiful. I love it. So that's a little bit about ourselves. We have the largest LinkedIn group for fast moving consumer goods. When we put the get together, it was at over 40,000. We're at 45,000. My goal is to be at 50,000. So I'm going to ask everyone a favor while we're here. While I'm talking, go on your computer. Hopefully you have a LinkedIn account. And if you don't, shame on you. You need to create a LinkedIn account. But go on and connect to Fast Moving Consumer Goods. Not our page, our group. So you got to go in the groups. We put a lot of free content in there. A lot of our members put free content in there. You have buyers, distributors, retailers, brands. Over the last 10, 12 years, we've built quite a following around the world. It's free, so you can join for free and go in and do that on there. So my goal is to be at 50,000. So everywhere I speak at, I ask people to go in and connect for me. So what are we going to talk about today? We have a program. It's a sales broker network. We're going to give you national reach with a California anchor, retail placement, and digital shelf. So that's the 4 things we're going to talk about, and we're going to go into detail. By the way, if you are dying to ask me a question, just put your hand up. I will answer your question, or you can wait to the end. You can ask the question on chat, or I do what I call the hot seat, where I make you live and I ask you questions about your brand. You tell me about your brand. The cool thing is it's on video and it's going to go out to 45,000 people. So again, if you want to go comb your hair while we're doing this, Jerry, you can go comb your hair and you can tell us a little bit about what we're going to talk about. So so here's what we do. Obviously, you have a website, or should have a website, where you talk about your brand and you have videos and you have pictures, and then you will have a buy button. So this could be either on your website, on your Instagram, on your TikTok, and all those things, a buy button. And that's what we have. And what we're going to do with that buy button that we're going to help you create is we're going to connect it to our backend, which is a trusted and secured website that we will be able to pick, pack, and ship to 42 states. So on our website, if you want to go look at it while we're talking, it's called kegandbottle.com, keg with an N, bottle.com. We have over 20,000 visitors per day. We have some of the top all of the top brands on there. We have over 15,000 SKUs, easy online ordering. This one right here, if you know what Woody Creek is, you may or may not know, it's William H. Macy's brand on there. So if you like him, you could actually go on, order a bottle and have it. We have signed bottles, so he can sign it. We have a signed bottle that we could pick and ship to you. So what is needed for this to happen? Our warehouse is in beautiful San Diego, California. We will guarantee you a spirit distributor in the state of California who can then bring it to our pick and pack warehouse. But also this distributor, as you know, those of you who have been building a brand for a year or 6 months or 20 years, distributors don't go out and build your brand. It's your job to build your brand. They will warehouse and deliver it, collect taxes, and so on. So, but if you want to come out to San Diego or hire someone to come out and open accounts and do drive-alongs with the distributor, they would be happy to facilitate that. Also, we not only on being on the website, we have a email list of over 600,000 verified buying clients that we have a newsletter. We will send the newsletter out to those 600,000 clients, which in turn you can send them to your clients if you want. So 600,000, they're targeted, relevant. Our newsletter, think of it as a blend of the Robb Report with Cigar Aficionado. So we have information on your brand, on your product. And so what people do, they would be able to read about you, hear about you, and do it. And if you're sitting there thinking, well, how is that going to happen? How is Sandro and his team going to be able to do an article about me? They know nothing about me. They know nothing about my brand. So as you know, building a brand is very, very hard. It was hard 20 years ago. It's even harder now to build a brand, only because of all the brands that are out there, right? So how do we do that? It's all about telling the story, the history, the hero's journey. So it starts with, we fly you out, you fly out to, we pick a day, it'll be a Friday at 9 a.m., but you would come in on Thursday. Prior to what I'm going to talk about next, we have what's called Meet the Makers. You come out to one of our locations that has an alcohol license with restaurant. We have buyers that come from liquor stores throughout San Diego, distributors, investors, different people. They come out. We have Sip, Smoke, and Savor is the name of the event, but you come out to speak and tell about your event. Also, your job is to build a connection with the buyers so they can leave and buy a bottle, but also carry it in their stores. So we handle all the marketing. And by the way, we're recording this as it happens. The next day, we pick you up at your hotel and we take you to a iHeartRadio interview. So it'll be streaming. The actual radio is going on in San Diego for everyone to listen. Also on iHeartRadio, YouTube Live, on TikTok Live, and our LinkedIn Live, LinkedIn channel the next day. It'll be live, but we will repost it to 45,000 people that are there. And of course, you will be able to get to use the video as much as you want. So this is the basis of what we do. When we ask the questions, we hear your story, we hear the origin story, you talk about it. Of course, we are selling live as we speak, so people can go on to the website, order, and ship it to 42 states across the United States. But we take that content that we use. So there, and that one is Marcello, and he happens to be right here, which is Lamborghini Tequila. So we use that interview to go on there. But now, not only do we have the live interview that we put onto the newsletter that sits on the website and your website, we also use it for shelf talkers. So we take that, we put it on a QR code. When you walk into a store, you are able to shoot it. The QR code, it pops up, it takes you right to the website, to the newsletter that has it on there. So that would be done. And of course, once these are made, I'll tell you why you're going to need these, but you can use them in any retail locations that you have. Also, that we will be cutting it up. We'll be able to be using it for social media, but also you'll have in-store TV advertising at our Keg and Bottle stores. So it'll have premium digital placement. So where your product is, right at the point of purchase, we'll have ads running with your product on there. Well, we had that, or the seamless. Did I write? I went backwards. All right. There we go. On our website, you also, for the first 3 months, get front page banners. So right on the landing page, if you've already went to it, you'll see on the landing page, you will have your banner, front page banner for 3 months going on there, doing it. So you have for 3 months, you will get the premium placement that's on there. But then after 3 months, you go to the category page banner. So if you're a whiskey, if you're a tequila, if you're an RTD, you will go to that, and that will sit there on that place that's there. Here's what we call our secret sauce. So as you join us, we're an incubator. We help brands grow. So we have brands that are startups to $100 million a year companies. And so we help with formulation, manufacturing, sales and distribution, marketing. Also, we help companies raise capital. This right here is what we believe is some of our secret sauce. We have a full-time publicist who will put out press releases on, we call them baby wins. So we guarantee 1 per month. We would really love to do 4+ per month to do it. So let's say you were to engage with us and come on board with us. It would be before you even came out, we would put out 4 press releases. And these are real nationwide press releases. You will be on over 600 websites and newsrooms. So one of them will be NASDAQ.com, WallStreet.com, and so on. So I think we have a question here. We jumped real quick. Let's see. Fernando, can you type the question in? Or Ernesto, if you want to go ahead and type the question in, I should be able to get it. So,
I mean, when you show the warehouse stuff, does the warehouse is bounded?
So it's not a bounded warehouse. Okay, it would be here ready with tax paid on it. We do have bonded warehouses. So, for example, if you were bringing in a truckload or imported from another country, we could put it in a bonded warehouse, pre-paying taxes. But the warehouse for the distributor, let's say there would be a pallet, it would be ready to pick, pack, and ship the next day.
All right.
So thank you, Ernesto. Good point. Okay, on the press release, please, a little homework while you're sitting here. You could type in fast moving consumer goods, emerging spirits webinar. And better yet, that's on Google. Do it on your AI, and you'll see that AI picks up press releases much more and brings it right to the top. So if you were part of our program, we would be doing, so even before you came out, once we scheduled you to come out to do the interview, we would have a press release saying that you signed with us. Number 2, would be that you signed up with a distributor. Number 3 is that you signed up to be on the website. Sign 4, that you are in stores. And then step number 5 is that you're going to be on the interview, and we'll be promoting the interview. So you could promote it, we could promote it. Everyone is a benefit to promote it. So this right here is what we call our secret sauce. And if those of you who are going out raising capital, first thing, well, raising capital or selling, if you go in and pitch a store on what you do, when you walk out, the first thing they do is Google you. So if they see all of this information about you, that you have all these baby wins, it could be winning a gold medal, it could be getting into locations, it could be opening a new state. This is what we do. So think of us as your public relations firm, and we would love to put out as many PR points that we could. Guaranteed placement in 10 stores. So if you could see, this is the number 1 store, the oldest store, which is on 60th and El Cajon Boulevard, which is near San Diego State. If those of you who have not been to San Diego, it's right on the main drag that goes into San Diego State. And behind where you see that palm tree, that's where the warehouse is. So the pick and pack warehouse is there. We can pick up to 3,000 items per day and have them go out per day. So we can handle that. So 10,000 stores, your product is in the 10,000 in the 10 stores. So you have high traffic stores doing in San Diego. So that's the beachhead that we're building here in San Diego. Also, we have bartender channels. So we have been very successful on promoting our other CPG brands on TikTok. The only difference is on TikTok, you can go on and order non-alcohol products. Unfortunately, for alcohol products, you're not allowed to have a buy button. So what we do is we have bartenders mixing products with your drinks. We're saying if they would like more, information, more recipes, go to our newsletter. So once they sign up for the newsletter, then the buy button will pop up, right? It'll go right to your landing page, which has your video, and then they can buy it. Hopefully that will change in the future, but right now we need to have presence on TikTok. You need to have presence on TikTok, but that's okay if you don't want to do it. We have a studio. We have a TikTok studio that we invested in and built in Querétaro, Mexico, and we have bartenders mixing products, making drinks, and doing it. So what we do is we take them from TikTok to our newsletter to then get them to your website and does it. So the other secret sauce that we have, once you come into our program and you want to do activations anywhere in San Diego, Orange County, not only in the keg and bottle stores, but if our distributor opens more stores or you open more stores, you are able to do activations. And so we took the activations to a new level. Instead of the normal activation, let's call it 2020 activation, is where you would pay a person who's knowledgeable, who knows your product, or you is out there showing the product, pouring it, doing it. What we do is, let's assume no customers are walking in. That 3 hours is not wasted. We will have the TikTok channel up. We will have them explaining the product, how you can mix drinks with it. Also, we will invite people into the store, whatever store they're at. So if they come in, they'll be able to get a free gift. Whatever the law allows for the free gift to come in and get, they'll be able to do it. But also, it'll say that if they're not in San Diego, and they're in another state and they'd like to order the product, they can go to the newsletter and sign up, but they can order the product and then we will pick, pack, and ship. So that 3 hours now is not wasted. So you get both the incoming clients walking in plus the people that are seeing it on the TikTok channel. So what we normally do live, we will not use your TikTok channel. We'll use one of ours. We have many in case something said, although the people are trained, TikTok's algorithm may shut down the channel. We don't want your channel. After this has been approved and we've had no problem with it, then we can go ahead and put the video on your channel. So those are the kind of things that we put together. We have the brand ambassador. We supply all the tasting supplies, customer engagement, and then after the event, within 48 hours, we do that. So that is what we put and then once a month, you meet with one of our project managers, either myself, my partner Jorge, or one of our 12 project managers. So you would be meeting with them once a month. I think there's a little mistake there. It says weekly. It's once a month. You meet with one of our project once a month. We go over how sales were, what support you need from us, what's working here that maybe you can take to your other states, or what's working in other states that you want us to work here in San Diego. So we put this program together for emerging brands that are looking to scale and go direct to consumer. So what I'd like to do is open it up for questions. If someone is brave, I would like them to, before I'm going to answer all the questions and then I'll tell you a little bit about how you can work with us. And before it's free to come on and talk to us. We will set up what we call a discovery call. We're going to give you a little bit of homework before you come on, because that'll make the time more efficient for myself and for you. So please.
I'd like to start.
Sure.
I'd like to start. Good evening to everyone. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so it's 6:22 here. So I'm Bobette Jones, founder and owner of 619 of 1865 Premium ready-to-drink cocktail and mocktail company that was actually founded in a group of friends. It's been friends for over 25 years. And this particular weekend, this drink was born. My question is, we currently have a third party, a CellPay, out of New York that is that has partnered us with Mr. Daisy out of DC. Mr. Daisy has been great. We're able to ship to 42 states, including DC, and we just started our e-commerce in January of this year. But I am looking for a better partner than a CellPay. They were great at the beginning, but the customer service that I have been expecting has not been there. So I am in the process of looking for a new partner, which I'm loving everything that I'm hearing now from you all, and just want to know, can you move third parties like that, or are you able to have multiple partners?
So
throughout?
Barbette, sure, but thank you, Barbette. Congratulations on when did you launch the brand?
So the brand was launched in 2024, and as of today, we have a distributor in South Carolina, and we're in a little over 57 locations here in South Carolina.
Congratulations. So
Thank you.
here's the answer. The answer is you can have multiple, right? But then
Okay.
you would have more inventory. So
Right.
think of a warehouse, a pick and pack warehouse, as a Amazon warehouse, right?
Okay.
So you could have multiple, right? If those of you who have been on Amazon, there's 1 million stores. Well, probably more
Right.
now. Probably more.
Mhm.
And so for someone to find you, it would be by accident. So you have to drive traffic to
Right.
that site, right?
Mhm.
So what you get with us is you get 3 things, right? You get our pick and pack center, but you also get our front facing website that gets 20,000 people per day,
Right.
right? So
And
that's
that's the type of partner I'm looking for.
right. So that's the difference, right? That's the delta. But
Right.
also you get the newsletter, you get the banners. I don't want you to stop doing what you're doing because you're
Right.
successful. When we talk about making people TikTok famous, we want you making videos all in a perfect world. Here's in a perfect world.
Right.
We want our founders making videos all day long, right? That's what we want. A lot of them don't want to do that, right? They'd rather send emails. They want to go visit locations, which is great. It's not
Mhm.
scalable. Again, you can do it in South Carolina, right? But
Right.
here's what we have found the phenomenon in our CBG space, and it's going to happen. It's already happening. It happens in our CBG space.
Mhm.
People that are looking at TikTok, okay, they're not older people like myself. They're 25 to 40. They're buyers. So they might be a buyer for a chain. They might be a buyer for a convenience store. They might be a buyer for a bar. And they say, hey, I like what Barbette's saying. I love the backstory. I love why she did this. We should have this in our location. And then they will call or they will send an email. When someone calls you, right, that sale is a lot easier. It's not a cold call anymore. It's a nice
Right.
warm call, right? It's a
Mhm.
nice warm call. So that's what we like to see. But now we could pick back and ship to 42 states, right?
Right.
So this is, think of it as a Amazon / with TikTok, these types of things that are going on, right? I mean, it's all this that's going on. Yes, to open more accounts. So
Right.
our goal would be is that people, when you go to South Carolina and you go pitch someone and you walk out of the building, they're Googling you and they're going, what the heck is happening in San Diego? What did Barbette do in San Diego? Because they're doing this, they're doing this, they're in this location, they're doing tastings, they're doing all these things.
Right.
Now, obviously, if you want to offer your 57 stores to do the tastings on the TikTok channels, of course, we're open to doing that, right? So because it's just going to benefit everyone. It's going to benefit
Everyone. Right.
the brand. We're your partner. We're here to help you grow your brand.
Okay. Love it.
All right. Other question, Ernesto, thank you for the bonded warehouse question. A lot of that time it's because it's imported, but yes, I assume it's because if it's a cash flow issue, you don't want to pay the taxes on the product. So what we would do is you or us would keep it in a bonded warehouse until the time that we need to take a pallet over. Vaughn, I love the hat. Do you have any questions for me? Or you want to tell me about your brand?
It's not my brand. I am the creative consultant to the owner, Dre London, who is the famous manager to Post Malone, global superstar recording artist. And it's a long, deep story. But I'm just listening. I was really asking, will we get a copy of this recording emailed to us?
Yes. Yes, you will get the deck in that, and then what I'm going to ask is if people are interested in talking more about it, right? So people ask me all the time, what's the next step, right? If we like what I hear, we want to go on the next step. What would it be to do it? Number one, do your due diligence. Go to the website, poke around. I did the same thing a year ago. I ordered product and I sent some to someone in North Carolina, a friend of mine in Arizona, and to my house here, right? So tested it, make sure it came to service and so on. So that's number one. Number two, hopefully you either Googled or AI this webinar and see what pops up. That's what would happen with your brands, right? On a constant basis, The second is, Fernando, if you can, two things, Fernando, if you can drop in the link to our YouTube channel, so you'll be able to go in and tomorrow get it. But also when I send an email, it'll automatically go out to everyone who's on the call. We'll have the deck and the recording. But also, I'm going to drop in there our calendar to go in and set a time for a calendar. So we're not taking calls tomorrow, Friday. We're starting next week. Set up, it's a discovery call, we call it. But I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. So the homework I need when you come in is to give me, what sales were. And it could be an average, approximate average. It's going to be how many people you have on your newsletter. Let's call it followers. So newsletter number one. If you don't have one, that's okay. Just say you don't have a newsletter. How many people you have on your Instagram, all your social media accounts. We'd like to know that coming in so we could see where we are, what kind of help do we need to get on. And then also how many doors you're in. So if you know how many doors you're in, and then what percentage of your sales are D2C, on premise and retail. So that would help us tremendously. If we have all that information when you come to the call, then we can talk about how we can help, where we can do more on. We do have several packages. I'll just tell you, we also offer free 100% advertise, 100% financing if needed. But what we really do is we help with different packages that we help. But here's how people ask, all the time, what's the investment? The investment, this would be the homework also. The amount of a minimum wage person in the state of California with workers' comp and health insurance. So if you figure that out when we get to the call on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be able to talk about it. Last week, we had an overflow of people come on. Our largest webinar yet was last month. It went last week. I'm sorry. The calls, we were booked all week, me and my team. And so we're bringing people on to do it. So it starts with, again, this would be the first thing it starts with is technically this. We have to book this. We're booked out a few months out. I know there was a cancellation for July 24th, but they have other ones after August and September that are coming up. So it all starts with that, but we are a brand building for emerging brands to help you. And we also get into retail. But sometimes our founders are not ready for retail, but we will figure that out on the discovery call, right? We'll be able to ask those questions. But what we really want is D2C. So we had some very interesting clients last week that own distilleries, that own restaurants. They have a ton of clients coming in and they're not able to ship from their state. And so now this solves their problem for them. So Everardo, sorry, I just saw your hand up. Do you want to come on live or just type it in? I'm good with either. World-class tequilas, beautiful. Do you want, are you typing in or I'm going to ask you to unmute? You can unmute or you could type in.
Yeah, I just unmuted myself.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me okay?
We can. Nice to meet you, Everard. Where are you located? Where are you from?
I'm in Hayward, California, Northern California, a few hours away from you guys. I'm close to San Francisco.
Beautiful.
So yeah, just a little bit about, World Class Tequilas and what we're doing. I was kind of like super busy today. World Class Tequilas is my second hobby.
Okay.
So long story short, World Class Tequilas was born because the need to bring the, good tequila and represent a small, mom and pop distilleries down in Mexico, like small batches, good quality, nothing industrialized, and so on. So basically, we have a couple of brands here in the Northern California, and we love to expand, to down south. And, definitely we need a lot of help on developing and launching those brands. We have quite a few brands, very specific for specific communities, like the Pride. We own Pride Tequila, especially for the LGBT community here in San Francisco, and it's moving really good. But definitely we need to expand a little bit more. So we have a warehouse and distributor license here in California with ABC, importer, distributor, and wholesaler. So we own small warehouse, nothing really big. That way we can bring our product, have it here, and start to kind of like reaching out the stores they want to share or value and or vision pretty much. So that's where we at right now. We are finding like really hard to open market and a lot of places that are closing the doors to us because we don't produce massive amounts. But we are more focused on quality and ultra premium stuff. We have ultra premium mezcales and tequila, so small batches, but nothing but really good stuff. So
Awesome. Well, thank you, Everard. A question: do you have a D2C product, or this D2C model right now, direct to consumer?
yes, I do. I have a four brands ready, direct to consumer here in California already present.
Okay.
It's just that we need to find the ways to approach the business they can sell our products.
Well, like all of our brands that we talk to, we've been doing it 30 years, is we have to tell the story, right? We have to tell your story, Everardo, the quality, the farms that it comes from in Mexico, and why it's small batches and why it's more expensive than on the larger one. So we're good at telling that story. And so thank you, Everardo, for jumping on. Who do we got here? He didn't raise his hand, but I'd like to
Let me
hear.
ask you the last
Sure, sure,
question.
sure.
Sorry, before then. Yeah. So my technically my question was, what volumes you guys, assuming it's a brand new branch, good quality product. What's the volume you guys can, or you guys have at records for sales for new products when it's launched?
So
through your system?
Everardo, yeah. So that's a difficult question to answer because so far, right? We saw a little bit of you. We don't know much about the product, the price, the origin story. Every product launch, we have products that have sold out on the launch, and then we have products that take 3 to 6 months to go. It's a slow grind. It depends on the backstory. I don't know much about your list. I can answer that question better if you jump on a discovery call, so I can ask some of your questions. So getting on the platform is step one. The interview, telling the story, the newsletters, where you fit in. I could tell you that for, let's say, tequilas is a big percentage of our sales on our website, right? It's 32%, but that's not answering your question. Your question is, you want to know if you come on the website, how many bottles you're going to sell. We won't know that answer because we have to put up press release. We have to tell the story. You have to tell the story. Again, you may have a list. The gentleman just talked about a partner is one of their partners is a big music star. So you may have 10 million followers. Well, that launch is going to be different maybe than your launch. So I can't answer that question until we do a discovery call.
Perfect.
But what I do tell you is that we have a lot of tequila buyers that come to the website.
That's great. Great news. How about mezcal? What percentage of mezcal?
I got to get that number. Obviously, it's lower, but it is growing. What I should have on here is a chart of what it was last year, what it is this year. It is growing. It's probably under 10%, but still quite a bit.
Okay. So that's good.
And those of you know, if you've ever launched a product, the large companies, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, their test market to launch new brands is San Diego, by the way. So this is a good thing to test a brand.
Great.
Thank you, Everardo.
No, thank you.
I don't see his hand up, but I am curious now. So I am going to ask the question. He doesn't have to answer me. Where was it? It was I thought it was Mark. He had a bottle. And now did he jump off? Yeah, maybe he jumped off. Okay. Well, hopefully he'll sign up for that. If anyone else has any questions, I think I answered everyone's question who had their hand up. Yeah, I think he jumped off. We have questions. Let's see here. We have a question on TikTok. What if I don't have a product already made? So you're on the wrong call here. Thank you for jumping on, but you're on the wrong call. This is for companies that already have a brand. They're already in the marketplace. They have traction. They're just looking to scale and have more traction. Publicity, marketing, tell the story, TikTok. What our next one is at 4 o'clock, and I don't know if you already did it, but you could drop it in, and then I'll put it here on the TikTok. We have a 4 o'clock call at for CPG brands that have an idea. We talk about how to set up the corporation. We have to talk about formulations, who your client is, your avatar, and how to go to market strategy. So we can jump on that next. So thank you for that question. If that's it, I think I answered everyone's questions. Marina, I got everyone. I want to thank everyone. Please go in and set up a call for next week. You can set up a call for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. I think everyone. Oh, STX answered a question. Do you want to type it in or do you want to unmute yourself?
I'll just unmute.
Okay. How are you?
I'll even go on video here. Good. How you doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. Thanks. So we just launched our bourbon a month ago.
Congrats.
Thank you. And we're currently in 2 restaurants.
Okay.
The website's up, and I just put something together with Bottle Nexus to start selling online. And basically, like you said, they're not going to sell it, or they don't have the website, the background that you guys have. We are looking to scale and get into more retail stores and do more direct to consumer. I do have a very good marketing team and
Awesome.
feel like we have a good, unique story. We're bootstrapping because I own STX is my software company that I own.
Okay. Excellent.
And so this is a passion business we've been working on for over a year. I'm in Florida, in Orlando, Florida.
Okay. Perfect.
And you can see the hat is JD Mason. And so, one of my good friends owns a restaurant, 2 of the highest grossing restaurants in Central Florida. And we launched it together. His name's Joe Davi. I'm Jeff Mason. So that's where JD Mason came from.
I love it.
Yeah. His wife, my wife, we travel together. We play golf together. We won the member championship at our club. And we love bourbon. And I just got the bug, a year and a half ago and told my wife, I want to start a bourbon brand. And she said, okay, honey. And so, I started the process, started working on it, started, talking to distillers all over the country. And what was really unique is I found a great distiller here in Florida. And what makes us different, we launched with a 4-grain bourbon. So it's, a little different than most that are out there, but it's 4-grain straight, bourbon whiskey, unfiltered. The blend is a little higher rye, but what's unique about it is that the rye is a Florida black rye and it's distilled in Florida. So it kind of blows everyone's mind. And when they think of rye, they think it's going to have more burn. It's going to be a little, more heat when they drink it. And it's one of the smoothest bourbons I think, you'll ever have. And that's really what the story is. And
I love it.
We're going to bring more out, but we're, looking to scale, looking to grow. And we've got a distributor here in Florida. We did, I did one farmer's market because we can get special event permits and be able to, do direct to consumer at events and things like that. When we launched the second restaurant, I only brought 4 cases with me. We sold every single bottle.
Wow.
At when we did a tasting. And, I was up against St. Augustine Distillery, which has been here in St. Augustine, Florida for a long time. They had their bourbon at the tasting at that restaurant. I don't think they went through half a bottle. We went through 2 bottles. So the feedback's been phenomenal. Everybody loves it. And so this is the type of thing that we're interested in and looking to do.
Well, I'm glad you said farmers market, because on my next call, I dig deep into farmers markets because people always ask me, hey, how do I know my product will work? And I said, listen, I'm a simple guy. I go to farmers markets. I tell my founders to go to farmer markets, show the product, because you're going to get everyone. You're going to get old people, young people. You're going to get hippies. You're going to get everyone walking by and show them the brand, show them the product, tell them what the price is, let them taste it. But I'm going to supersize your farmer's market, right? So if you ran out, what you would do is now you would have us, you would have our TikTok channel. And so you'd be talking, the camera would be here. People love to be on camera because there's everything. And then you're answering their questions and you say, by the way, I'm here in Orlando, Florida, but anyone else, listening, when I'm telling and they're buying the story, they can go on, sign up for the newsletter, which is code for ordering product. And now we could ship it to 42 states. So I love farmers markets. I didn't know
Same.
probably, I don't think they allow it in California, but I'm glad they allow it in Florida. You could crush it.
Yeah, they do. That's kind of what we did initially, was just, like I said, we're a month in and I did a farmer's market, and amazing feedback. Even in the morning, everybody wanted to try it.
So
And
everyone
fine,
listening, you just got $1 million idea. You should do a farmer market in your neighborhood
yeah,
to get visibility, get people to see what they think, what they like about it, price point, everything, right? Taste. But while you're there, put on the TikTok and do videos and do it. So that's awesome. Thank you.
thank you. All right,
Yeah,
so I'll
so-
sign up
so-
for
Sign up
you
for
know,
a call. We'll
one-on-one.
go into the detail, but you got, since you're a software guy, Nexus is just a software platform.
Yeah.
It's great, but not exactly what we do. But we'll talk more about that next
yeah, I
week.
like this better because I actually just got the buy now button from them, and my developers have not put it on my website yet. So I may even just hold off until we talk.
Beautiful. Have a great weekend.
All right, great. Thank you. You too.
Thank you. All right. Well, that was great advice. See, I learn something new all the time. Just because California doesn't allow selling at a farmer's market, maybe 49 other states do. So all of you should go on to Google or ChatGPT and ask if you can sell your brand at a farmer's market. Well, technically, you're not selling at a farmer's market. You're selling a farmer's market with 42 states. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. There's no more soccer today. So we'll see everyone next week or personally on one of the calls. Thank you. Thank you, Fernando. You dropped in. I assume you dropped in. Let me go to the chat. I assume you dropped it in. So I'm going to assume that. All right. Thank you, everyone.